when we lost our Jeremiah, he lost his heritage.
So 17, 19.
It is 17. 17 and 18.
17?
Yeah, 17, I think the 18th verse.
Go ahead, bro. So that's why
Yeah, go ahead.
we kind of like lost in the sense of that explains why you got. Before I'm a veteran in the Army, I'm out there, and I ran into some Jehovah's Witnesses leaving the VA today. And the thing is, I see where some of us in the Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm talking about leadership.
You see that?
Some of the Seventh-day Adventists, us as leaders in this thing, and I'm like, man, like you said, we so spread it out. You know, don't know which way to go. Christian. Christ ain't never say nothing about us being Christians.
You see that?
But I was doing it because that's what the family was doing, bro.
Right.
You know,
And why were they doing it?
Why
because
were they doing it?
came up that way. Their family was doing it when they were kids. And then so on and so forth.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. And this is why.
Okay.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 28. And, hold on, I might start up a little bit. Verse 27. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations.
The Most High says he's going to scatter us amongst the nations, read. Okay.
And ye shall be left few in number among the heathen.
See that? That's why we make up 33% of America's population.
Okay.
You
Scattered.
see what I'm saying?
And
We're
few
scattered
in number.
amongst all the nations. I mean, we're everywhere. You can't go nowhere without running into a black man or a Hispanic
I
man.
don't mean to jump the ship thing, because in other words, I used to think the white people over in Israel, I used to think that they were the, you know, the people.
I know
they
what
were
you
the
mean.
people.
We're going to get
Yeah.
to that.
Don't worry about this.
Because when you
We'll
started
get to
reading that thing started hitting
Yeah.
my head like, well, damn.
We're going to take care of you.
We're
Don't worry
going
about
to
it.
get to that.
Go ahead, brother.
We're going to take care of you.
Y'all just go ahead and put the
We're going to
word
take care of you. Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna go ahead and suck it
28.
up.
And there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hands,
The
wood,
Go ahead.
wood, and stone.
Wood and stone. What's wooden when you go when you think about Christianity? What's wooden? Everybody got it. They got to have that
That
piece.
cross.
That cross. Everybody worshiping that cross. You can't go
I got
nowhere
one at
without
the
seeing that
house,
cross. See what I'm saying? You
But
better
I ain't got it on though.
get rid of it. Throw it away. I don't care if
Okay,
it's
you know what? You
24 karat gold. Go take it to the pawn shop and get the money for it.
Because that's a
Get rid of it.
that's an
That's
idol, right?
an idol.
Yeah, yeah.
That is an idol. Right
Matter
there.
of fact, yeah,
That's an idol. Right there.
Grandma got
That
that in the
itself.
house. Everybody got that.
You see what I'm saying? That's them. That's their God. That's not
Okay.
your God.
There you go. There you go.
See what I'm saying?
All right.
And what's stone? What's second behind Christianity?
You said what's second behind Christianity?
Second highest religion.
What did they wear the black robes, the Catholics?
Nah, Islam.
Islam.
Oh, that's right. It's the Muslims.
The
Matter of
Muslim.
fact,
What do they worship?
Muhammad.
Nah, they
Allah.
worship that cobblestone over in Mecca, where they
Oh,
circle
that's
it
right,
7
yeah.
times. You
And
know,
they throw the
kiss it and how many die every year? Like thousands die because they get trampled on.
Right.
You see
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Okay. I got a lot of them in the family too, back up north where
See
I'm
what I'm
from.
saying? You ask 10 people, what's your nationality? You get Christian, you get African, you get Muslim, you get damn Buddhist, you get everything except your true. I even heard black. My nationality is black. That's
And
not
that's
even
what I was
nationality.
saying. I'm saying about a couple months ago. I'm like, I'm black. You know, and being
And
proud of it.
Here's
thinking
why.
that's what it is.
Here's why. Read
Okay.
that.
It's the book of Jeremiah,
So now
chapter
you heard-
17,
Do it.
verse 4.
Now you heard in Deuteronomy that if we don't do everything the Most High says, you see what I'm saying? These curses will come upon us. This is one of the curses. Read.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
We discontinue from our heritage. Mhm. We discontinue from our heritage. Now we ain't got
So
no
we don't
heritage.
even.
We
you know
don't. We
what?
don't. We don't know our
I'm glad you
nationality.
said
We
that,
do
bro.
have a nationality.
Okay.
But we don't know it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So now that's why we're out here to try to get our people back to that nationality.
Because I thought we was
Black.
African, but then I'm like, where we
Well,
from
there
Africa? But
you
the
go.
Africans
That's
don't
the,
like us.
that's the right question.
Yeah,
Where
so
in
where
Africa?
we at in Africa? We
What
from?
tribe? You see what I'm saying? What country in Africa?
Nobody
What
can
language
never
did
tell
we
us.
speak? There's 150 different dialects. The African language. There's no such thing as an African language.
That's what I was
That doesn't
told.
make any sense, right?
It is a trumpet.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Where we at in Africa?
So you're right. When you think
You see what I'm
about it.
saying? Go ahead, what you got? Give me some of the curses.
Deuteronomy 28 and 37.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb,
An astonishment.
Okay, what does that mean?
And people are astonished at how we are on the bottom. The greatest people have failed. They're astonished by this. They can't understand it.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
A proverb.
A proverb. You know what a proverb is? It's a wise saying.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay,
it's
that's
just
right.
a wise saying.
Solomon's book.
Like
Proverbs.
for example, if you want to hide anything from a nigga, what do? Put it in a book. That's a proverb. See what I'm saying? A wise saying. Is it true? Yeah, it's absolutely true. We ain't trying to open
y'all
that.
bringing
We
that
making
book
it.
out
We
though,
making
brother.
excuses to not read this book. Oh, it's a white man's book, or I don't follow religion. You see what I'm saying? But that's just a history book. That's all it is. Go ahead.
And a byword.
And they byword nigga, spick, coon, porch monkey,
African-American.
black, African American.
Yup.
You see what I'm saying? Read
Colored, all that. Yeah, I got
everything.
Among-
What the Most High called us. Go ahead.
Among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Amongst all nations, everybody knows us as niggas. Everybody knows us as spicks. Everybody knows us as black. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, you know
Even
what the
Africans
Africans- you know
have.
what the Africans
Oh,
call
there you
them?
go.
Oh, go ahead, bring it up.
Even what they call us cottas. For cotton pickers. Oh, Africans talk trash when they come over here. You ain't know that? Go up to any.
Oh,
Nah, we ain't got time for no double.
All right, wake up.
Go ahead. Whenever we go to a gas station, right? You see a black man behind the corner, right? Who you ask him where he from? He gonna say Ethiopia.
Oh yeah, because you can tell he.
You can tell.
I used to think it was us at first. I grew up in Philly.
I thought it was us
And then when
too.
they get to talking, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I thought it was us
Yeah. And then I started wondering, I started saying, how come the brothers like us ain't in these places?
too. That's right.
I used to wonder why. Now I'm listening, brothers. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna stay here and listen
No,
to y'all because I'm enjoying this word,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So
Y'all
you know what I'm
make me
saying?
wanna
Read
go
that
through this
again.
book,
What you
man.
had? Oh, yeah. Finish that out. What you had?
Oh,
Read what you got. Go ahead. Read that proverb by word.
okay. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword
Proverb and the byword.
among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Amongst all nations. That's fine. He can hear from there. I'm dealing with the boy.
I'm just listening, bro.
You got a question?
Y'all go ahead and deal with it.
Yeah, come on over here.
I see how y'all go.
What's up?
You guys did this one?
Yeah.
Number 4?
That's you, number 4?
First Commandment?
I can't read it. What did it say?
Remember the Sabbath day?
Oh,
Yeah.
remember the
Keep it
Sabbath
holy.
day?
Yeah.
Keep it holy. What about
you guys go to church?
where do we go to church?
What day? What day?
Right now. We're at church right now.
No. I mean,
That's right. That's right.
Give me that the works of hands.
I know that. Whatever church you got, it's a church. It makes
Which
sense.
wait, hold on. What church do you go to? When is the Sabbath day for you?
Sabbath.
When?
No.
Now.
Con.
That's what we're doing. Do you see us buying, selling, or trading anything?
Sure.
So, but you said it's a Sabbath, and you just came from CVS.
Why not?
So, I mean, was you really trying to come up here and correct us? Or?
I was asking.
Okay.
No, I don't know what you believe I'm asking.
What's your nationality? Where you from?
For me?
Yeah.
I'm from the Caribbean.
Caribbean. Where at?
It's a small island. You wouldn't know it.
I
You
might.
would know it. You would know it.
I might.
Small island, man. Insignificant.
For real? So you know you an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin? Huh? Did you know that?
Yeah. There's definitely.
Oh, you already know that?
There's
Hold on. So
definitely-
wait. So you know you an Israelite?
I know that there's black Christ from the.
Wait. But this is the thing. Did you know that you are an Israelite? That's the point. But you know you came up here and you're talking about the Sabbath, right?
Yeah.
And you're asking us, are we keeping the Sabbath? But you're not keeping the Sabbath,
No,
and you know that you're an Israelite.
I'm asking that. I was asking. I was asking. If
I can't let this go. Why are your shorts so short?
Huh?
Why are your shorts so short?
It's not
That's
regulation.
not regulation. It's supposed to be below the knee, man. All right, go ahead.
Deuteronomy 10, verse 12. And now, Israel.
Now, see, you know you an Israelite. You know you from the tribe of Benjamin. You know you supposed to keep the Sabbath. Go ahead.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So it's one thing to know that you're an Israelite, which means something, but it don't mean nothing if you ain't keeping no laws, right? Go ahead. The Most High
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
walk in all his ways. That means keep. You see that? Not just the 10.
Yeah, I
That's
know what
613.
this means. This is interesting.
You supposed to be keeping all these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Oh yeah, I do.
But you buying on the Sabbath. You didn't buy that? That's what I'm saying. You know you're an Israelite.
If the horse fall in the hole, will you dig it there?
No.
Exactly.
That's because that's in the law. That's a law. Buying on the Sabbath is a law. You're supposed to be put to death. What are you talking about? What's up, man? You got any more questions? You know you're an Israelite. I'm not finna waste my time. You got any more questions?
You have a cat?
Huh?
Cat.
Y'all got some flyers?
The House of Israel?
The House of Israel. Yeah, get that number in that email. Go ahead.
Psalms 119 and 59.
Uh-huh.
I thought on my ways.
No, hold on. You need to hear
This
this.
is exactly-
Because you know you're an Israelite. You know you from, I guess, the tribe of Benjamin. You know when the Sabbath is.
Scriptures that again.
You see what I'm saying? Read
Psalms
that.
119. Psalms 119 verse 59.
Bring it out!
I thought on my ways
Uh-huh.
and turned my feet unto thy testimonies.
He hurried up and started keeping these laws.
I made haste.
He made what?
I made haste.
No, you took your time.
I made haste.
He said he made haste. You got to make haste and start keeping these laws. What are some of the laws?
And-
Basic laws. Your beard. You know you're an Israelite, but your beard is, you got the pistol thin douchebag
Right.
going on. You're supposed to have a full beard.
Right.
And delay not to keep thy commandments.
You get bumping, like stubble trying to shave.
Me, I don't shave.
Oh, you don't shave?
I cut it down.
Why?
I don't shave.
Why?
Because I get too involved.
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to have a big mane like that. Like,
it out,
that's
bring it
your
out.
heritage. Matter of fact, somebody give me that Sirach 17:11. Give me that. This is your heritage. This is your way of life.
You want
See?
Sirach or the beard?
You can give me that one first.
I got a question. If I may, when he finish.
All right, come on. Give him that real quick, and I'm gonna take this brother's question.
All right. Leviticus chapter 19 verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
See that? That's a law.
Leviticus law, though. I applied to the priest.
Where can in this book where can the law of Moses be found? Where can the law of Moses be found in there?
In the Old Testament.
Wait, no, where at? In the Old Testament. The first 5 books, right?
Yeah, basically.
That's the whole entire law. So what did that matter if that was in Leviticus? That's the law for Israel.
No, that
That's
was
not
the law
just
that
for the
governed
Levites.
Israel at that time.
So, wait,
Let me ask you that.
when did it change?
Huh?
When did it change?
What do you mean by when did it change?
You said it was for the Israelites at that time.
Okay, can we agree on one thing? The worship from the starting of the Bible to the finish of the Bible changed? Can we agree on that?
No, I didn't. Hold on, say it again.
The way how we worship God has changed.
No,
From
it hasn't.
Genesis to Revelation.
Where?
Am I
Where
wrong?
no, you're wrong. Can you
Am
prove
I
that?
wrong?
Okay,
Okay.
prove it.
Okay.
brother.
Initially, man
right.
had a one-to-one connection with God. Wrong before they said they had a one-to-one connection with God.
How did they have a one-to-one connection with God?
Because God dwelled amongst them.
How? How? How did we have a one-to-one connection with the Most High?
You know what I'm saying?
Give me that 17 and 11. Give me that real quick. Yeah, 17 and 11 real quick. This is how. And you're telling me that the laws changed. So what's different now?
I never said the law has changed. Don't
You
get me
just
wrong.
said how we
I
worship.
never said the Ten Commandments has changed. Ten Commandments
There's
is the same.
613.
Ten Commandments is the same.
There's 613.
What?
There's 613 laws, statutes, commandments.
So you're gonna follow all of them?
Yes, to the best
Do
of
you
my
follow all
ability.
of them?
To the best of my ability.
I follow the Ten Commandments to the best of my ability
you
by
don't.
God's grace. Don't mind this.
Hold on, don't. That's in the 10.
That's
Bring it out.
I mean, you're going off right now.
That's in the 10.
I know you should have gone out, put on my bag, and come back.
You can cut himself.
Oh, read that. Because he said
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Bring it out! Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
read that. Read that again.
This is the Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not
This is the
that I am.
This is coming out of what the world calls Christ's mouth. He said he's not coming to destroy the law, so the law is the same. You say how we
Destroy this
worship.
law.
What?
This Ten Commandments.
That was just 10. What about the other 603? I didn't hear you.
Okay, we disagree now.
Huh?
I mean, you ain't giving me no evidence.
Right.
The Bible says there's 613 laws. Who you call Christ is saying what now? What is he saying? Read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17.
Read.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
No, all we got to do is the first 10. That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do is 10. Read. That's all we got to do is just 10. Go ahead.
Or the prophets.
Uh-huh.
I am not come to destroy,
No, he came.
but to fulfill.
He came to change. Did he come to change? Read. Did he come to
Book
change?
of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17.
Yes.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law
We need to get in this Bible.
or the
That's
prophets.
what he's saying.
Hey, no, hey,
He didn't come.
I'm not even arguing. I'm just like, I like what you're doing. Like, that's what I'm having this
Let
discussion.
me ask you this, brother. Tell me if this is the law. All right. It says, Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7, and the swine, though he divideth the hoof,
You don't eat pork?
is that a law?
Is that a law though?
Is that in the 10?
Yeah, but
That's a law, but it's not in the 10.
No. It ain't no yeah,
I'm
but
not picking and
is
choosing.
it a
But
law?
there's some things you can't stone people.
Some things you can't do it.
So, I mean,
That's
you're right.
not. That's not
You're
your
right.
problem.
You're right.
Right?
But no one's breaking. If I'm not stoning you, that's not breaking the law. Oh no. So are you trying to say because I'm not stoning you, I'm breaking the law?
Watch, in today's world, you can't stone people. I grant that. So some of these laws, they're radical, man.
How?
Like, for
So-
example, okay.
Okay.
If my brother was married to a woman, right?
Yep.
And my brother died,
Mm-hmm.
being a younger brother, I had to marry that woman.
That's right.
Right.
Could I do that in today's age?
Yes, you can.
No.
Brother, ain't brothers sleeping with other brothers' women right now?
You see what I'm saying? What do you mean?
True. You're right.
What do you mean? Let Daniel get his and then you got it out. Go ahead.
If he's coming to fulfill the law,
This
what?
law,
Yeah, if the Messiah's come to fulfill the law, in your mind, what
and
does
the
that mean?
prophecies that was said. Huh?
What does that
He's
mean
gonna
if he's
bruise
coming
the
to
head.
fulfill the law? What does it mean if he's come to fulfill the
So
law?
what?
My
The
question.
the form of worship initially from
One more
Genesis
second,
after-
brother, and then
yeah,
we gonna
sorry.
go ahead and-
The form of worship from
Don't go nowhere.
was a sacrifice. So man had to sacrifice a perfect lamb, which is a representation of the one who was to come, which is Elohim, which is Jesus, as you guys know. So it's just like he came to fulfill that. In that, so we don't have to go to pieces or to acts. Hey, sacrifice is not.
Let me give you an example of what he came to fulfill. Give me Deuteronomy 18 and 18. This is an example of what that scripture is saying, that he came to fulfill.
Yeah.
Read. This is what Christ said he came to fulfill. He didn't come to destroy the law. I came to fulfill what was written of me by the prophets, right? This is one of them. Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
I will raise them up a prophet
They will raise them up a prophet, read,
from among their brethren,
from among their brethren. It's going to come from that nation. Read.
like unto thee,
Uh-huh.
will put my words in his mouth,
The Most High is going to put his words in that prophet's mouth, right? Read.
and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
Who did that?
That's John.
Who's they talking about?
John.
Talking about who?
That's definitely talking about John.
No.
That's talking about
Which
John.
prophet is that talking about? That's
John.
That's talking about John.
Hold on. What text is that?
all right, brother. What question you got?
The question, hold on a second, brother. The question I have is about the Messiah lineage.
Deuteronomy.
Okay, that's the first book of Matthew, right?
Yep.
Okay, wasn't his grandmama a Moabite?
What do you mean his grandmother? You mean
His grandmother.
You mean King David's mother?
Well, it's still in the bloodline of
Figure out your
Krishna.
nationality.
The
Yeah.
correct name.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
do you not know who the Moabites is to
Yeah.
Krishna? What's the connection? I'm just asking you. Because
Go
you're
ahead.
teaching.
Salakia, first off,
Salakia.
his grandma could have been a Moabite or Ammonite or anything. That don't matter. This is matriarch, right?
Right.
So it seems like you kind of tying to something that I'm thinking you trying to get to.
You notice the Hebrew Israelite brothers and the Moors have been connected. You know why?
Why is that?
Because the other part of the prophecy that wasn't revealed was that the Moors and the Israelites are the same damn people. How? No. Now I'm gonna show you. The lineage is who was Lot? What was Lot lineage?
Hold on, wait. First and foremost. First and foremost. Let me ask the question. Let me just ask the question first and foremost. The Moors, right? Who are the Moors?
The original Egyptians.
The Moors are the original Egyptians.
Original Egyptians.
So you're an Egyptian? Is that
Of
what you're
course.
telling me?
You are too.
No, I'm not.
Prove it ain't. Prove it ain't for
No,
sure.
Egyptians were Canaanites and Hamites.
Well,
What do you mean?
a lot of people love to say these little phrases and toss them around.
That's true.
Wait a
This is-
minute
this is-
now.
okay.
Salaki.
Now, the reason why I asked this question, right? All right. Is Moor a nation?
Yeah,
It's
more.
more. Hell yeah, it's a nation.
What nation?
I got
is
the
Moor?
congressional record.
Who
Is
this
Israel
is what
a
I'm
nation?
asking. This is why I'm asking this.
I'm listening.
Who was the man Moor that was that you descended from?
Who was the man more that we?
So we know how this
Okay.
a lineage works, right? A lineage, right?
work-
So
lineage
who was
work
the
how?
who was the man?
You
Moor?
tell me how lineage work when a man can't carry a baby.
What?
A man can't carry a baby, bro.
Okay.
So
That's
where
not how
do you
lineage
get-
works.
Where
Stop,
do you
stop,
get
hold
your
on.
bloodline from?
Hold on, you get your bloodline from your father. Give me that number.
Numbers
No, you get
15,
your
Numbers
pedigree
1 to
from your
18.
father. Give me that number.
Numbers
It's in the
1
Bible.
Did you
and 18.
now hold on?
And the
Now this is
Torah.
a scientific fact, right? That when a mother is impregnated with her son or daughter with a seed, right, that their blood does not mix.
That's
Are you
right.
serious? So
when
how
the mother is what?
when she's pregnant, the blood does not mix. You know
Prove
why?
that.
Do you? It's
That's
scientific.
lie. No, that's not.
Do you know
right.
why?
That's a lie. 'Cause
Do
how
you
does
know
the baby
why?
get fed?
Do you
How
know
does the baby
why?
get
It's
fed?
called an umbilical cord.
Okay. And who
It's-
is that umbilical cord attached to?
The mother.
Okay,
When
so
she
what is
eats,
that?
the baby eats. What does that have
And
to do
that's-
with blood?
It got a lot to do.
Do you
with
know
blood.
why? Do you
It
know
got a
why
lot-
the blood does
what
not
it gotta
mix?
do with the blood?
Because if the blood has antibodies in it, it's a foreign
Brother,
object.
Brother, listen. Your father does carry life force. That's called the semen, the sperm.
Okay.
We understand that. That's the mitochondria DNA. But the mother carries the bloodline.
That's
We've
the most
proven
ridiculous
this.
thing
Oh no,
on
it's
the
not.
planet.
Oh no, it's not.
How does a lineage work? What is the root word of lineage?
You got a neighbor?
What is the?
Do you got a
Yes,
neighbor?
What does it mean?
It means a lot.
What is the root word of lineage? What's the root word of lineage?
You tell me.
It's
since you
line.
know.
The
It's
women.
what?
It's a line.
And that's the same as a
How
pedigree.
do women travel in a straight line?
Say that again.
Does women travel in a straight line? And
Wait,
according to their families,
What's the point? What do you mean?
they
about
don't
that?
have lineages. Women do not have lineages.
Dude,
I mean,
where did you come
see what I'm
from?
saying?
Where did you come from?
From the seed of my father. I came out
You
of my
came
father.
from a seed.
I came out of my father's
Where did he
butt,
come from?
His nutsack.
Where did he come from?
Another seed, my grandfather.
Okay, where did he come from?
From his great grandfather.
Okay.
You're saying you're not 50% your mom.
Are you 50% your mom? That doesn't make any sense. Wait,
Hold
whoa,
on.
whoa, what's going
What
on
y'all
here?
trying to tell
Hold
me
on.
is if I plant an apple seed, that apple is 50%
Are you serious?
round.
Salaki.
We dealing with bloodlines.
Salaki.
Your bloodline
Your
comes from
blood
your
comes
father.
from your mother.
Salaki.
Your pedigree.
Go ahead,
How
go
can you
ahead.
get
I'm
that?
getting-
I'm trying to
Get the
make a
scripture.
point.
Get the
That's
scripture.
I mean, you got all the
That's
answers,
That's not true. And you know
and
it's
you
not
can't
true.
even free yourself
From what? Are you serious?
from this bondage.
Are you really?
He said, "My people are what?" No.
Hold on.
He said, "My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge."
Now,
And
hold
what's
on.
the other part of that?
Hold on.
That's
hold
Hosea 4 said. What's the other part?
So wait a minute. Hold on.
Because
wait,
they
wait a
reject
minute. Hold on.
knowledge.
Hold.
I ain't never said I knew everything.
Hold on.
when I
Hold
walked up
on.
here.
Hold on. Now
So
you
you
claiming to
break
be a
that down.
Moor. You claiming to be a Moor.
I don't claim to be nothing.
You haven't told me.
I said I'm an
who
Hebrew.
you descend.
Religiously, I'm an Hebrew. Look it up.
You can't be
You
a
don't know
Hebrew
what you're
and a
talking-
Moor.
I didn't say a
That's
Hebrew
not
and a Moor. A Hebrew. Y-I-B-I-R. Look it up. You got cell phone.
Now, wait a minute.
Look it up.
Is
You
that
don't
something
even know what
different?
you're talking about. It's not something different. It's something you have unlearned.
Oh, now I'm unlearned.
Yeah.
Okay. So can I be?
I know I could break that Bible out too and teach you a
that's
lot
cool,
about
but
Israel.
what
Come
did-
with it.
where
I
did
got
the term- hold on,
documents
where
here.
did the term Hebrew come from?
Where did the term Hebrew come from?
Yeah.
That's the correct pronunciation for Hebrew, as you keep saying.
Yeah,
with
it's
H.
Hebrew.
It's
Where does it
Hebrew.
come from?
The term comes from our Jewish lineage. But we were also connected. No, yes it does.
No, it
It came
doesn't.
from one man.
Type
What
it
man?
in. Type it in your
No,
phone,
you
bro.
serious? What man did
You
it
don't
come
want to
from?
type it in
It
your
came
phone. What's
from
the
Eber.
problem?
Wait.
I'm not
Where did
controversial.
that-
You're pronouncing it right.
I
Hebrew,
know a
but
little
it
bit more
came
than you
from-
do.
It came from one man.
Let me show you something.
Where did the Hebrew come from?
He said it came
The
from our
term Hebrew.
Jewish heritage.
You can't have a Jewish
I didn't say
heritage.
Hebrew.
That doesn't even make sense.
I'm not saying in the respects of what we call ourselves modern day now. They say Jewish. That's what they refer to you. When you go overseas, I don't know if you ever been. Yeah, I carry them books too. I got them swords too.
Great news.
But what I'm saying is, brother, you trying to teach. I'm listening. I'm receiving. I'm not in.
Okay, so what are we trying to teach there?
What I'm saying
what are we
is,
trying to teach?
like the Most High said in the last day, everything will be revealed. So just because it hasn't been exposed to you, he said you have not because you've asked not. So to say that what I'm saying is disqualified just because basing it on your knowledge, that's nonsense. You know what I mean? Our knowledge is not limited because we connect to the Creator, which we call Elohim. And some people call him various other names, Yahusha, Yahuwah. You know what I mean? El Shaddai. We got plenty names, Rakudash. You know what I mean? But the fact that we having this conversation is just a manifestation of that truth. All things, he said, in the last day will be revealed.
Okay, so
even what they did to us. I got the congressional records in there
Cool.
that talks about who we are as a people.
First off,
Uh-huh.
you said how we connect to our
Hebrew.
God.
Y-I-B-I-R. I spell it out for you.
Hold on.
Look it up.
Hold on. Let's deal decently in
Hold on.
order.
Yeah,
I got you.
relax.
All right.
I'm in order.
You said how we connect to our Father. How do we even know that we know the Most High?
How do we know the Most High?
Yeah,
Because
I know we're
he
connected.
said in the last days.
No.
No. I'm talking
How do we
about
know we're
I'm just talking about the knowledge I have. I don't know the knowledge you have, brother. But he said in the last days, my people will have the zeal of me tattooed in their forehead. So you would think like-minded in the Creator and you would follow his commandments.
That's the new covenant.
We know better than
That's
that.
dealing with the new
You
covenant.
know better just like I know better.
Read that.
So how do you know you connect to the Father?
I'm about to tell you.
Come on with it.
I'm about to tell you.
It's just like y'all wearing them fringes. Where you think that come from? Where you think European
That's
women
the
wear
law.
serious?
It's a tassel, bro. That's a
Hold on,
tassel.
wait.
The fringes is the same thing.
There was
What do you mean?
The
You don't
nation of
even-
Israel
what
been
does this
around
mean?
way before people started calling themselves
does this
Moor.
mean then?
I don't know what that garbage means. I
Okay,
don't wear it.
I don't know what that garbage means on your head.
I
'cause
don't wear it. I follow the commandments. The Most High told us to
We
wear
wear
these.
turbans too. What are you talking about?
I'm wearing one right now. So
Okay,
what's the
then
point?
don't call this garbage. if
I'm
you
just
don't know what it
saying.
means.
You asking me? That's a turban?
But you, the
Is that what that
energy
is?
you throw is the energy you get.
That's fine. Is that a turban? Is that what we wore?
It's a lot
Is that
of
what
it's a
we
lot of
wear?
knowledge.
Was we walking
Yeah,
around?
yes, this is a
Was
turban.
we walking
This
around
is a
calling
turban.
ourselves Moor?
Of course we
What
would.
is a Moor?
It's a Moabite. It's in the Bible.
Unbelievable. No, it's
Oh,
not.
God.
Moabite is a nation. It's a nation of people. That's why I asked you, where
It's
is
a
the
lot
man
of-
Moor
listen,
that we
listen,
descend
listen,
from?
listen.
You
It's
have
a
to
lot.
descend
Listen.
from somebody.
I just want to say that I ain't gonna walk off. I
No,
want to
you
hear
good.
this.
You good.
It's
bro.
a lot of brothers because of their stubbornness and their pride is gonna be cut out the kingdom just like that.
course. But
It's
listen,
a lot of Israel.
this is what
listen,
I'm
listen,
asking
brother.
you.
Let me finish my point, and I'll shut up. There's a lot of Israel that are being cut into that full fulfillment of knowledge. These people don't think these people don't know who the hell you is, and they watch you here. You know why they don't bother you? It's not just because of the angels are covering you. It's because you don't know what the hell you completely. You know some of what you talk about, but you don't have the fulfillment of what you talk
That's
about.
fine. But what
Because I don't walk
asked you
around
a question.
dodging the police.
That's fine. Of course you don't. You
Because
so
I know
you
what
got
I
the
know.
Moor science and all that. That's
Oh,
great
man.
news. That's cool.
That's one component of it,
I mean,
bro.
listen, I'm
you,
not knocking
You
that.
quoting stuff you ran across,
I'm
but
not
you don't
knocking
know
that,
what
but
the
what
con-
I
you
asked
don't
you a
know what the
question.
congressional record said. You don't know
I
why.
asked you a
You don't know
question.
why.
It
No,
doesn't-
no.
you know what? Listen, it
Brother,
doesn't
let
make
me
me a
let me
difference.
calm my voice.
It doesn't
You
make
don't
me
know
a
why
difference.
Hitler made the comment that in the last days
He's gonna
from his
start World
books.
War III.
Yeah,
Of
because
course.
we're waking up now.
Waking up
See,
to what?
to the truth.
What is the truth?
The truth is we're Moabites. No. We're Israelites.
Let me give you the history.
Hey,
Hold on. Let me give you the history of,
Hey, go
of the
ahead, go ahead.
Moabites.
Give me a history.
Genesis
Give me a
19
history.
and 30.
Give me a history.
And Lot went up out of
Now, who
Zor
is Lot?
Lot was Abraham's nephew.
Okay.
and dwelt in the mountain.
So you
and-
telling me he ain't made it in the
Hold on, let me finish.
Was he an Israelite? Was he Hebrew?
Was he a Moabite?
No.
What was he?
Hold on.
Abraham's-
Let me
Oh,
hold on.
okay.
Let me finish. Cause first
Read it,
off,
read it.
during Lot, there was no Moabite at the time. So let me finish,
There was no
and you
Israelite at
will
the time.
see.
There was no.
You will see.
There was no Edomites at the time. Read.
For he feared to dwell in Zor, and he dwelt in a cave and his two daughters.
So when was this happening? This is after Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Right.
And the
I know
firstborn,
the story. I know
Okay,
the
go
story.
ahead.
and the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him,
So they thinking the world has ended. Nobody else is alive but them three. Go ahead.
that we may preserve seed. And they made the father drink wine that night.
They got him drunk.
And the firstborn went in and lay with her father.
And then what?
And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
No, I'm listening. I know the story.
And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn
telling
said
me
to
we
the
cut out
younger,
of that?
Behold, I lay yesternight with my father.
And then, and not only that, once you finish that, get that in the law about the Moabites. Go ahead.
Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
Okay. So now you already know the story. Lot's two daughters got him drunk and had sex with him. Read.
All right, 36. Thus were both the daughters of Lot.
You're not even listening. Listen, we about to tell you you saying we're Moabites, but we trying to tell you who the
Hold
Moabites
on,
are.
here you go.
We trying to tell you who the Moabites are, but you're saying we're Moabites.
Thus were both of the daughters of Lot with child by their father.
Both of them had incest babies.
Hold on.
Read.
And the firstborn bare a son,
What was his name?
and called his name Moab.
Called his name what?
Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day.
That changed.
Until this day.
Now that went away. We done bred them out.
Until this day.
Now who are the Moabites?
Who are the Moabites?
Who are the
That's an
Moabites?
incest baby,
Listen,
man.
I'm not denying the fact that you use that scripture, right? That's been pleasurized. Now, when you listen, you don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth. Y'all get all excited, but y'all ain't free.
Free from what?
This
You're
bondage.
not free.
Who ain't free?
You're
not.
You a lie.
I bet you a white cop can come shoot
If
you
a
down
cracker
right now. How can you
came, if
free?
a cracker came, and that's an oxymoron. That's not a racist
how are you
term.
free?
If a cracker came up, he wouldn't arrest me. I promise you that.
He
We don't
wouldn't-
care
he
because
wouldn't-
wouldn't
we're
even touch
racist
me.
He
anyway.
wouldn't.
I know some
Because
stuff.
you know the law.
Spiritually,
Of course.
spiritually, I know some stuff.
You're a master at their law. I mean,
It's
anybody
not
can
their
do that.
law. See, that's where you're
This
wrong.
is the point.
That's where you're wrong.
Brother, this is
Have
the
you ever been
point.
to the Library of Congress?
No, I haven't.
You haven't.
No.
So you can't speak for everybody because you're not everybody.
What? All right, let me
It's
ask
a
you this.
lot of things.
Listen, we're going to cut it off right here. What is
Why we
your,
gotta cut it off?
No, listen. What is your point? What are you out here trying to teach? Who
what
are
are you
we
trying to teach?
Who are we out here
How
trying
are
to
you
teach?
freeing our people?
Listen,
Well,
we're
what you
trying to
teaching?
teach who we are as a nation, a people, and to come back to our God
Okay,
under
so how
the
can
laws, statutes, and commandments that are required of us, right? To get out of the situation that we are in now.
And what's the situation?
We're on the bottom of the totem pole when it comes
Why?
to the 18 nations because we disobeyed our God and followed after them.
I don't have gods.
everybody else.
I don't have gods. I do have a creator, or the Almighty, as we call him, or the Ahaya Shahaya. But you call him a dog. That's not my
dog?
God.
What
That's
you
what
talking
God.
about?
Turn the word around. You know the etymology of words? See, but listen,
God is just a blanket.
Just because we think on a
God
higher
is
level.
just a blanket.
Listen, you can't knock people for having a high concept.
The word God is wrong.
Then what does it mean then?
We
was
was
calling
mean power.
It just means power. That's what it means.
Was we calling the creator dog? We was calling the creator dog?
All right.
I'm just
trying to debate.
I just
I told
told
you
you
what we
that
out
the
here.
etymology of the word God is a Greek word that
means
means
what?
dog. I mean, that means power.
He
You got
got
me,
you.
yeah, he
Yeah,
got me. You got me saying dog.
He got you.
But you just told me that
got
flipping
your soul.
flipping the
Okay,
letters
fine.
around is
That's
the
fine.
etymology. though.
How can we free ourselves?
That's
How
the
can we
crazy
free-
thing.
Okay.
Tell me how we can free ourselves.
You want the truth of how we can free
Yes,
ourselves?
you tell me.
Number one is unity. That's number one. Number two is gaining the consciousness of who you are and where you are. We're home. See, when people, yes, we are, brother. Do you know where the real Jerusalem at?
Sharing with us, right?
Not the stuff that you've been taught, the nonsense. The real Jerusalem is in South America, bro.
So all the people on the slave ship just came, a bunch of people
Bro,
just bought
where the
around.
boats at, bro?
Hey.
Where are the boats at?
Hey, bro, you getting
Where are the boats at?
You really
Whenever you got some time.
Yeah. Your first place. Wait. He said something. He said something. Let me speak. Where the boats at?
When you deal with
No. Let me speak, bro. Cause y'all speak. It's two of y'all. I can't address two people at the same time.
Everybody stay in order. Stay in order.
Confusion, bro.
Stay in order.
I say, listen, man. The first slaves that landed on the shores of our land, this aboriginal territory, were European Caucasian cave people.
So who brought people over
Who
here?
brought people to seafarers?
So how you gonna sit here and say I grabbed somebody's
Please.
kids and bring them over here? They still kidnapping kids. How you gonna sit here and say they kill kidnapping kids out
You gotta
here?
be all excited.
And you over here talk about they over here snatching little boys and girls.
Bro. bring it down, bro.
You over here like, oh, well, no. People ain't snatching. White people still snatching kids out here. And you over here talking about now, all our people in here, they still trafficking kids.
Did I disagree with you, bro? Did I disagree with you?
I got bullshit out here,
You
man.
bullshit.
Listen. That's
But
fine.
go ahead,
That's
man.
fine. That's
Get
fine.
your people in order, bro.
That's fine.
Because if my people were standing here, we'll be decent and in order.
great
That's
news.
not decent.
What are you-
That's demonic.
Listen,
But go ahead,
we out
brother.
here trying to get our people back to the Most High, our God, Yahweh.
And that's the same fight we fighting. So to try to
But you,
separate us,
how you
no,
gonna
no,
you can't be an
no.
Israelite
You ain't listening.
and a Moor. It's not
Bro,
possible.
I gotta talk to three people at once.
You
How you
talking
think
to
I
listen?
feel?
You talking to me?
The same mission you're on is the same commission we were given. You have never sat in the science temple, and you have never sat in none of our homes to make those statements you're making generally. You don't know none of us personally. So don't make them statements
That's
off
fine.
of what you see people
That's
do on
fine.
YouTube.
I'ma ask
Those
you-
are the pleasurized Moors.
Okay.
Those
Can
are
I
not the
ask you-
Moors out here
Can I
with their
ask you-
foot on the ground
can I
doing
ask you
shit
two
for the
questions?
society.
I
Go
just need
ahead.
two questions
Go ahead.
answered,
Ask your
right?
question, bro.
Are Moors a nation of people?
Yes, we are.
Okay, that's one question. Who was the first Moor?
Who was the first Moor?
Yes.
The Pharaoh was the first Moor, bro. Nefertiti was the first Moor, bro. What do you mean? Who was the first Moor?
They Egyptian.
They can call themselves.
You can't be
they can
another.
call
You
themselves
can't be
whatever,
two
man.
nations at once. It's not possible.
Bro,
if
listen,
that's the case,
I'm not saying.
And
Listen.
This is what you got to understand.
Oh my God.
Moor, you know the term Moor just means black.
That's
all
not
it
what it
means.
means.
First,
And
first
you know
that's
better
all-
than that.
First, that's all
You know
it means.
better than that.
It
That's
don't
not
mean
a-
Moabite.
It means original Egyptian. And
It's
stop
ridiculous.
telling people that nonsense.
How?
Y'all don't even go get. Where's y'all etymology? You got a whole goddamn Babylon Timbuktu. Our history is mentioned in there.
Give me
So don't
Exodus,
do that,
give me
bro.
Exodus,
It don't
where
mean
you put
black.
it
What the
different.
fuck do
Give me
black
that.
mean? What nation is black?
Exodus.
You don't even have dictionaries
Give me
around
where you
here.
put a difference.
What do the dictionary? What do the dictionary say about black?
The etymology of
Where you
Moor.
put it different.
The origin of the English term Moor is the Greek word
Maurice.
yeah, Moro,
Maurice.
which literally means black, blackened
You
or
keep
charred,
going back to
and
this.
has long
Listen,
been
man. We're
used
not
to
Greek.
describe black or
We're
very
not Greek.
dark things.
How can
And
you-
this is why I
how
asked
can
that
you
question.
use terminology?
Listen, right here.
Listen, this is why I asked you that question. Because there is no man Moor.
This is the
Moor
etymology of the word
was
Moor.
not a nation. It was an
I'm
empire.
listening to this.
Why was it
I'm
an
listening to
empire?
this.
What's the difference between a nation and an empire?
What's the difference between a kingdom, nation, and empire? Then, since you're gonna go there,
It's the same. A
Because
kingdom
it
and an
was
empire
never
is the same
nation.
thing. A kingdom and an empire is the same thing. So this is why I asked you, right?
okay.
The Moors were a coalition of different
A
nations.
coalition?
Yes, they
Yeah.
was.
Brother,
that made up an empire.
Brother, the story has not been told properly.
So can an Arab man be a Moor?
Can the Arab? Hell no. Hell no.
There were Moorish Arabs.
Hell no.
Matter of fact,
No,
they the ones that
wasn't.
started the Fez.
No, they wasn't. That's
Sure.
another lie.
They started it.
That's another lie.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Because that's what our
I'm positive.
sources
But
say.
since you want to go there, who were the original Arabs and how did they look? Matter of fact, since you want to use Israel,
Okay.
that came later, who came before Israel? Bro?
Does it matter?
It does matter.
Why?
Well, you know why it matters?
Why does it matter?
Because what are you going to base your history on if you don't have one?
I got it right
Come
there.
on, bro. But who were the first people on earth?
Give me. It doesn't matter.
It does matter, bro.
Bro.
Oh my God,
Why does that
you're not
matter?
even making sense.
If who's Israel, who's
Where are
Shema?
y'all
Give me
dictionaries
where you
to
put
prove
a
these
difference.
words?
Hold on.
You said more mean black.
is an
That's
we just
nonsense,
read it.
bro. That's
We
Greek.
just-
that's
That's
Greek
where it
and
came
English.
from.
That's not where the
Where
word
did the
came
English
from.
language come from?
Where did the from you, from your ancestors? What did you talk about? Who civilized the European out of the caves?
Hold on. This is from the Encyclopedia Britannica.
This is Encyclopedia Britannica. These are another source. We're not just
The
out here
term
making stuff up.
Moors has no real
It doesn't mean anything.
ethnological value. Europeans of the Middle Ages and the early modern period variously applied the name to Arabs, Africans, and Muslims.
Hold on, wait. Stop. Can Arabs be Moors? What'd that say? Read it again. I just told
applied
you
the
that-
term.
What do you when you say Arab?
They applied
who
the
are you
term
referring to?
to
The original Arabs
Arab,
like us.
North
Okay, the
African
Ishmaelites, yeah.
beavers,
The
and
Ishmaelites,
Muslim
can they be
Europeans.
Moors? Can they be more?
The original-
That's why I said they were a coalition of different nations that made up an empire.
You want the
Just the
definition?
same way America is. America is not a nation; it's an empire that's made up of different
is
nations.
America is when you say America, what are you referring to, bro?
The United States of America is a coalition of different nations.
The United States, the United States of America.
It's a coalition.
It's a corporation.
The
Read.
6th century scholar
Read.
Leo Africanus, from 1494 to 1554, identified the Moors
That's what you talking about.
as the native Berbers inhabitants of the former Rome Africa province, Roman Africans. He described Moors as one of 5 main population
Five
groups
main population groups. You know what that's called?
Hold
a
on.
coalition of nations.
alongside the Egyptians,
We're not a
The Egyptians. Read.
what is it? Abyssinians,
Abyssinians. That's
the
two.
Arabs,
The Arabs.
the Carthaginians or Catholics.
Don't ever call me black. I'm not no goddamn black person.
What are you talking
Europeans are the original
Is
black.
that the word black?
Yeah, it's out of a dictionary, bro. That is the
I just
word
looked
black.
up in the encyclopedia.
What do you mean? You just
the
called me
etymology
black.
of the word
What is that?
We
Moor.
telling you what the Greek word
Bro.
where it came from.
I just looked up the word
using
Moor.
Greek.
It's a Greek
That's a
word.
English, bro.
Listen.
What was the lingua franca before English?
Ain't
Primary
pull out
language
now, bro.
before
I'ma
English was
carry
what?
books in these little bags, bro. I got some heavy
I just
books.
want to
What
know
is you
that.
talking
What was the
about?
lingua
What is you talking about, bro?
franca before
You
English?
ain't teaching nothing. Come on this side.
Hold on, bring,
Why you talking?
bring what you got out. Bring what you read that.
And I can't too.
The
Read
book of
that. Read
2
that.
Timothy,
Teach something.
chapter 3, verse 13.
So you know this verse then. You know the
But
Bible.
evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse,
Worse and worse.
deceiving and being deceived.
Deceiving and being deceived.
That's
So
right.
we're
But
telling
I'm
you
deceived,
I
right?
looked in.
telling you you've been deceived.
I just
saying I'm
quoted
just
from
deceived, right?
we
several
just
sources.
gave you 3 sources.
Explain to me what that's about.
Those are just
What is that? It's a picture of a white man kissing a black man.
Who the hell is
Hamites
that?
feet,
the Pope.
man.
They
What's
know.
that?
They know
That's
the.
not
What does that mean?
What does
Listen,
it mean? You
Hamites
tell me
feet.
what it means. What it say? What it say?
I don't know
It
what
said
he
in the
said.
last
He's
day
just a
what will
white.
happen.
He's a devil kissing a black man's feet.
Y'all ain't even quoting the
So-
scriptures right, bro.
One,
I ain't
two,
gonna
three,
argue with
four,
you over
That's
what I
all.
already know
You-
the
you-
The
picture.
five
quoting
nations
Isaiah
that
49,
created
that's
the
fine.
Moors were
But what was-
from Spain, Portugal, Arab, Berber, and North Africa.
We just told you it's a coalition of nations. Why can't you just admit that? That's why
can't-
why you
I
think it was
can't admit
referred
something
to.
that's a lie, bro.
It's been referred to as the Moorish
I can't
Empire.
admit something that's a lie.
Brother, you're showing me pictures, but that doesn't mean
The
anything.
information. You're not even reading the
Ancient
information.
headdress of Berber Moorish women.
And then what you see
Hold on,
next
wait.
to it?
What is a Berber Moorish woman?
A Berber Moorish woman is a mixed woman that's with Moorish blood, bro.
There's no such thing as Moorish blood. That's why I keep trying to tell
Do you
you.
follow them? You follow
if you
the
say
Muslim?
so, keep believing
We
what you
just
believe.
read 3 sources.
Okay.
Do you find them? Do you follow the Muslim Quran or the Quran?
Man,
I'm just
listen.
asking.
No,
I subscribe. When we say the word Islam, Islam has 99 attributes. One of those attributes means I self-law master. We're the master of the law. Why? You got the law right here. You keep talking about
I
laws.
just asked a
No,
simple
no,
question.
then-
Do you
then-
follow the Quran?
I follow the Torah and the Tanakh.
Okay.
Those are the books that sit in my house.
Okay.
I told you I'm an Hebrew. Let me show you that. I'm not going to argue with my brother.
No, listen, we
I know the truth.
I'm not
Listen.
mad about that.
I know the
We
truth.
having a
mad about
discussion,
none
all
of it,
right?
Nah.
You know,
We just having a discussion. Ain't nobody upset
you
here.
know the Esau. He's a Hebrew too.
I know
right?
that.
That's right.
What did the Creator say? He said, "My people will be scattered all over the lands." Right. So,
And he also
in the midst,
said what?
In the midst of us being scattered, right?
And he also said what? We lose our heritage too. Right?
Did that not happen?
Hold on.
Did that,
That
not
did happen.
Okay.
But what is our heritage?
Okay.
What
Now,
is our heritage?
When I say I subscribe to both, my knowledge is a little bit more. You can hold the phone, bro. Bro, you can hold the phone.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna read that one.
So, well, you don't gotta read it, but this is a lot more primitive than what we have over here, because we went in bondage the hardest.
Okay.
So when people go to quoting stuff that they
Okay.
know nothing about, then that's why I tell them, bro, you don't even know what you're talking about.
17 and
Hebrew.
11.
That's the real pronunciation of what you be saying is Hebrew.
Wait a minute.
That's actually Yiddish.
Yes.
Yiddish.
Yiddish is called vowel. That's when they did the
Who are
vowel
the original man and woman?
Oh man, come on. Man.
Just
It
answer the question, bro.
don't- Man and woman was the original man and woman. It doesn't matter.
Who is the original people on the earth?
Who
Black
knows?
people. Black people.
So-called
Nobody
black people
knows.
are the original people on the earth. So all the bloodlines come through us, correct? Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
All the bloodlines come through that. So if all the bloodlines come through us, then the other people's knowledge is regurgitated and plagiarized
Ezra's 2.
based on what we were doing.
Give me second Ezra's 6:54.
So y'all ain't gonna get it.
I'm asking you. What I'm asking you is, you said we was destroyed, lack of knowledge, and all this stuff, right?
That's what's going on.
We lost our heritage. You are
We have, yeah.
What was our heritage?
Our heritage is the things that you don't know. That's in the congressional
All right,
record.
we got to find out.
Because I
Besides,
listen,
this
listen.
is Sirach 17 and 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge
Uh-huh.
and the law of
He
life.
gave us what?
The law of life.
No, he gave us congressional records.
The law of life
He gave us the law of life
for an heritage.
for a heritage.
So the
What
laws,
what
statutes, and
our
commandments
heritage?
are a heritage.
What was our heritage?
Man,
The law, statutes,
brother,
commandments.
you
Wait.
gotta be realistic, bro.
The original man. Give me that.
You gotta be
second Ezra
realistic, bro.
6:54.
You're not being realistic, and you're not making
about
like
to
you're not
find
being
out.
realistic because
That's
of
as
the fact-
real as it gets.
We living in reality right now.
That's as real as it
In
gets.
reality,
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter
Okay.
6,
Hold your peace.
verse
We talking
54.
about the original man.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest
Adam was
Lord,
Adam was amongst the original man, right? Everybody comes through Adam, right? Read.
all thy creatures,
So Adam was Lord of all the creatures. All mankind comes from Adam. Read.
of him come we all.
See that? We all come from the original man, right? Read.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen,
So everybody comes from Adam, but within that, the Most High chose us separate people. Go ahead.
all this have I spoken before thee,
Uh-huh.
O Yahweh,
Right.
because thou madest the world for our
He
sake.
made the world for our sakes. Whose sakes? The elect's sake. That he chose out of the seed line from Adam, right? That all people come from, right? Read.
As for the other people,
As for the other people, the original man, the first man who got here, as for him, read,
which also come of Adam,
which also comes from Adam, read,
that has said, thou art nothing.
they are who?
Thou art nothing.
No, they're more.
They are
But we
nothing.
gotta worry about the original man.
They are
They
nothing.
are nothing. This is the God that you follow right here. He said they're nothing.
when the Creator
Give me
tell you-
Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Listen,
Or
brother.
you guess it.
When the Creator tell you,
Okay, read.
when the
read.
Creator speak to you, and you get your hour to walk with the Creator, and He call you a fool for the people you have despised that you never knew.
So what?
It's going to be a lot of people
What did that verse
that
just
have
say
this
then?
word, right? That
did
are
that
boasted up. 2 Timothy chapter 3. It's going to be a lot of them
what you
on the
got.
day of judgment.
That's fine.
Deuteronomy
You know it's 2
4 and
Timothy
5.
Tell me what this says. Hey,
Behold,
break it down.
I
What's
have
it say?
taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me,
Uh-huh.
that ye should do so in the land whither they go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom.
This is what?
Your
Their
wisdom
wisdom,
and your understanding
This is our wisdom and
in
understanding.
the sight of the nations.
Hold on.
Hold on, hey,
Let us finish dealing with the brother.
No, you fine, but
Go ahead,
No,
read.
I'm cool, bro.
That's your wife right there?
No.
That's your girlfriend? Would y'all just ace boom coons? That's what it is?
No, I'm just,
I'm li- I'm
I'm
just
just listening in.
Man, go ahead.
Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter
your wisdom
Remember
and your
that.
understanding in the sight of the nations,
What's our wisdom and understanding?
the commandments,
Uh-huh.
which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Which nation is he talking about? Is he talking about the Moorish nation?
Don't worry about that. You speaking
What
of-
did that say?
Listen, man.
What did it
You-
say?
You keep trying to slander the Moors, but you gonna look like the foolish man on the day of judgment.
Who got that?
What I was finna
Give me
say
that
is,
in
no.
where
Let
Elijah
me
was.
say something. Because you teaching and I respect that, but you
Ezekiel
don't know
9 and
everything
4.
you
First
talking
Kings
about.
what?
You missing
mark on
bits
their
and
forehead?
pieces.
Huh?
What
No,
I'm talking
no, no.
about is just what you
Where
read, right?
Elijah was mocking the prophets.
When the Most High
Yes.
was talking about the land of milk, see, I almost forgot because of all these distractions. When the Most High was talking about the land of milk and honey, where the hell is that land today? Do you hear what I'm saying? When the Most High was talking about the land of milk and honey, where the hell is that land today?
It's in Israel.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. I'll
Are
take
you
word.
traveling to Israel today?
Of course not. We did
Is
it.
everybody in the
We've
world
been-
traveling to Israel
No.
today?
The so-called
Land of
white
milk and
man
honey
has
right
to.
here.
No, it's not.
This the land of milk and honey right here. How many people come here a year? Y'all don't want to hear the truth, man.
What are they coming here for?
Listen, what are they coming here for? You asked the question.
I'm asking you.
They're coming here to get wealth
You made the
off
statement.
the backs of the people of the Creator. That's who they're coming here for.
So-
They're coming here to get wealth.
Okay, now what you can do is say that this is the land of milk and honey for them, but it can't possibly be the
Where's
land of
the
milk and
land
honey
of
for
milk
us.
and
Are we getting milk and honey right now?
We're not, because you know who he is.
This ain't our land.
Salakia. Revelations 18:18.
I'm still waiting on them slave ships to appear, bro.
Do
Because
you honestly?
do you really know only 15% of our people came here in slavery? 15%. The other ones were already on the land. If you ever have you ever heard of Pangea? Have you ever
Yeah,
heard of
I heard of Pangea.
And that, what was in Pangea? The land was connected.
Okay, the land
So
was
how the
connected.
hell did we get here?
Easy. We got that in First Esdras, or is it Second Esdras?
It's second Esdras
If the
13.
Second
land
Esdras
was
13,
connected and it cracked apart,
47.
that means it was people already here toiling the land. I mean, it makes sense. This is
Second
simple
Esdras
science.
13. Second Esdras 13.
I'm not disagreeing. Listen,
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I'm not disagreeing with Israel.
Yeah,
I've never
okay,
disagreed
so
with
we're
that.
Israel.
We're Israel all day. I don't follow no other culture. No, but we're Moors, man. It has nothing to do with religion.
He got a question too.
Go ahead. No.
Why do you believe our people are different through religion?
Because you say, why do we? I believe.
Why
our
do we
people are
have different religions?
I never said we had different religions.
You're saying you're a
You
Moor,
don't
we're
listen.
saying we're Israelites.
A lot of
What-
I'm not idol worshiping. Let me tell you why I wear this.
Okay,
and
we're
let me tell you
basing
why
it
I wear the
off of-
turban.
off of bloodline,
Listen,
and you're taking
you
it
asked the
out of-
question. Let me answer you. First of all, that's why the Most High said, "Be slow to speak and swift to listen, because you may miss something." I'm gonna say that to you because you don't know me. The reason why, let me explain. The reason why I wear this is so you're gonna identify the correct person. They could call you black and blow your ass away, but they're not gonna call me black because I know I'm not a black man or African American. None of that bullshit. The reason why I wear this, so you won't misidentify. This has nothing to do with idol worship. This has something to do with recognizing that we come from our mothers and we're connected to the universe. See, it's three different things on this fast. One of them is 360 degrees of knowledge and wisdom and instruction that you receive. No, let me finish, bro. You might not agree. Listen, you don't have to agree with
Whether
it.
we are religion and
I didn't say
bloodline,
my
and you're
religion.
talking about
No.
universe.
Listen, man. I never said my religion was different from yours. I just said I don't think like you because I know better, because I've been instructed. So I can stay humble. I don't have to get on the corner and yell. I know the truth.
But that's what
you don't have the
But let me
truth. You have part
let
of
me
the
make a
truth.
statement real quick.
Go ahead,
before you
man.
go. And this is why, you know what I'm saying? We come out here, we tell our people to get away from these religions. You can't be a goddamn Moor. You can't be a Christian. You can't
Prove
be
it.
This is why.
Prove it.
You see what I'm saying?
Prove it.
This is what we're supposed to do.
Bring your proof. And I don't
We're
have my
supposed
books
to.
on me.
We're supposed to.
I don't have my
What is
books
that
on me.
anyway? What's that?
That's
Egyptian?
yeah, of course it's Egyptian.
Give me the difference between
Oh
Egyptian.
my God!
That's
Why do you
right.
keep trying to
Give
break
me-
away
that's
from
right.
the Egyptian when that's your culture, bro?
No, hold on.
Give me that. Read that in
Yeah,
read what
You saying that ain't our culture?
No.
I see you on the day of judgment.
No.
Hold on,
Stay-
hold on.
Don't you go nowhere.
I'll let you
Don't
go.
go nowhere.
No. Read your script. I'm gonna let you read your
Stop.
script.
Stop.
And I'm out, bro.
Stop.
You gonna see on the day of
Bible
judgment.
Compact
Go
Dictionary.
ahead, man. I got that same
The
book on.
word Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro.
Not the who?
The
Not the
Negro.
Negro.
The Negro.
But the Egyptians,
But who?
the Egyptians,
Uh-huh.
Ethiopians,
Ethiopians.
Libyans,
Libyans,
and
and
Canaanites.
Canaanites.
We're not Hamites.
And the Negroes.
We're
See what I'm
Shemites.
saying?
We're
Now,
not from
read
Ham.
what you got.
This is the book of Exodus,
No, don't
chapter
go
11,
nowhere.
verse 7.
Read them.
But against any of the children of Israel
Hold on. Tell me what this says. You tell me. Since we're Egyptian, tell me what they are.
shall not a dog move his tongue
Uh-huh.
against man or beast,
Uh-huh.
that ye may know
That
that
what?
Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
No, we're the same. We are Egyptians. We're them. Now, the Most High God that you claim you follow says He put a difference
That I
between
claim I follow.
that you claim you follow. Where in the law can we find that you're supposed to wear that on your head
The turbos or the turban.
or whatever that is? Where can
all
we find
through
it?
the law, man.
And this is why we making fun of that. Read what you
can
got.
make fun
This
of
is
it all
why.
you want.
Because we're supposed
You can make
to.
fun of it all
This
you
is
want.
why we're supposed to.
First
make fun of
Kings
that fake
18 and
turbulence.
27.
Bring it out!
And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked
You
them
know who Elijah is, right?
I know Elijah. is.
Okay, you know he was
I know Elijah.
battling with these false prophets of Baal. Read.
and said, cry aloud, for
Uh-huh.
he is a God. Either he's talking or is he pursuing
What's he doing? No. That's not the point. Where's your God at?
Speak, speak.
or he is
We're out
in
here
a
mocking
on a
your God.
journey. Peradventure he sleepeth and must be awakened.
I don't have a God. I told you that.
You see that?
I got a creator. I named him. I named several names.
You named him?
I named the creator. No, that's not what I'm saying. Stop formulating my words for me.
You literally just said you
I
named
called
him.
several names that's mentioned in the scripture. Don't formulate my words.
You
Because
said you
no.
named him.
I'm not detaching your sentences. Don't do mine. Y'all are very confrontational. That's why y'all can't get the whole side of the truth. We ain't running. We not running from nobody, bro. Listen, man. You can say Selassie and all that. That's cool. Shalom to you too. But what I'm saying to you, brothers, is get the whole truth, because there's more missing from the story. Our books were plagiarized and taken apart, and they burnt the rest of the stuff that we don't have attachments to. We don't have the whole truth. I used to be on the whole Israel thing faithfully with the fringes and all that, but I learned other components. Now I'm not walking around like Brother Polite. I don't agree with that Negro at all, and I call him a Negro because I know the truth. But what I'm saying is, I'm not a Mason or a Shriner, but I have knowledge greater than theirs. And if they're yielding to me when they around here killing people in ritual styles, then you tell me what the hell I know that they don't have.
That's right. Okay.
I follow all that. I know that's the creator name written on that book, but it's a way to deal with all men.
That's right.
I know the truth, bro. I'm not saying when they call us Egyptian in that English turn or aspect, we're Mesraim for sure. We're Mesraim for sure.
Now, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
The Metanetta is talking about the earth. It's not talking about Egypt.
Okay, that's fine. So
The Metanetta is talking about
what
the
kind of
earth.
rules and regulations we need to abide by?
As for the same thing, listen, this is my religion. When I say that, this is my spirituality. Let me correct that. I don't follow religious thing. This is my spirituality. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have came over and dealt with y'all.
Right.
I don't deal with Israelites in Baltimore. Dealt with them in Seattle, GMS, all the other organizations and different ones, IUC or whatever they call it. Yeah, I don't deal with them. They're dodging us because their damn teacher is a Mason. So what the hell do he know? Well, I know about it. So what the hell do he know? And you can check into that. If I'm BSing you, just search it out.
Yeah.
You say, don't believe no man. Say, trust no man. But go do your research. But 2 Timothy is what I lean on. That's why I can stay humble. I don't mean no harm. 2 Timothy chapter 3. All the boastfulness and the high-mindedness, people like that. He said even people who teach this, stay away from it. Because you're not, you can't, well, I know about that.
Go ahead, read what you got. So we can. Let me read that.
Go ahead, yeah, I'm on.
The book
It's
of
a good
Acts,
dialogue, though.
chapter 5, verse
I
29.
gotta get to the bus.
Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey Yahweh rather
Not
than
God,
man.
Yahweh.
So our people sitting there talking about you worship universe and this, that, and the third. Who
Nah.
created the universe?
I ain't saying
The Most High.
You ain't heard
So
me
you're
say
sitting there,
that
that's
one
why you
time.
can't sit here and
But you ain't heard
answer
me say that
anything
one
while
time.
you're pulling fake pamphlets out of your bag and not reading out of the Bible.
So the congressional record
Right.
is fake.
But you're not understanding any of that.
See, this is the
You
thing.
can't
This is
tell
the
me
thing.
what I don't understand. You don't know me.
This is the thing, though. You
Stop
just
speaking
you
in.
said you
stop
love 2
speaking
Timothy,
in-
the 3rd chapter.
Well, what is the word I'm looking for? Stop speaking in third and fourth person. You don't even know
You say-
me personally.
listen, you say
so
you
you don't
like-
know what I fellowship with.
Your faith, what you live
Well,
by.
fellowship
Second-
with
you do.
you know
You
who
do. But
who
go ahead,
follows
brother.
the laws of the Most High and
Second-
who doesn't.
You said you
That's
live
the
by
point.
2 Timothy
You're not following the laws of the Most
Read
High.
that.
2
Clearly
Timothy
it's
chapter
so.
3. Read it.
2 Timothy chapter
I don't even
chapter
know
3.
who-
Hold on. Calm down.
2 Timothy
Chapter 3, verse 7.
Read.
Ever learning and never able to come to the
Start at-
knowledge of
start
the
at,
truth.
Start at verse
Start
6.
at the beginning.
Start at
2
verse
Timothy
6.
3.
For this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, laid away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
2 Timothy chapter 3.
That is chapter 3.
So is it 1 Timothy or 2 Timothy? Try 1 Timothy chapter 3. That's the scripture.
Yeah, go ahead and get there. 1 Timothy chapter 3. What's the
believe
verse?
it's Just 3, the whole verse.
The whole chapter?
It's not long.
Are you saying?
It's short. It's
No, we're not going to read the whole chapter. We'll take your word.
Well, not the chapter, the verse. From 1 to whatever
What is it? You said 1 Timothy?
1 Timothy
chapter 3.
Quote the
What are
verse.
we looking for?
It says 1 Timothy chapter 3, chapter 1 verse 3. No, chapter 3 verse 1 is like it. This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop,
We sure that's the word?
No, I'm about to get it for you.
Don't worry about it.
No,
That's
I'm
my
worried
time
about it.
anyway.
What you about to leave?
Huh? No, I got to yield to the next meeting. So
what I wanted to know,
I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High God, Yahweh, and do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Christ. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Who the world ignorantly calls Christ. My name is Yahweh. Shalom.
Yeah, it was number 1, bro. You didn't read it all the way from the top. That's it. 2 Timothy chapter 3. I know I ain't crazy.
Qualifications of a bishop.
it's talking about bishop.
2 Timothy chapter, what it say?
Yeah, the
For
qualifications
men
of a
shall be
bishop.
lovers of themselves, covetous, boastful, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to their parent, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce,
can't step into this line
despising
saying
of those.
false
No, I came here
accusations.
asking questions. I didn't accuse nobody of nothing, but I gave you that scripture so you can get some humility in
Just
your spirit.
literally proved everything out of the Bible to you.
Hey man, peace to you. Shalom, brother. Shalom.
Hey, before you go, let me ask
You
you
get
a
what I'm
question. You
saying?
say you go by the Torah and
People-
Tanakh, right?
Yeah, it's at home. It's heavy,
Yeah.
bro.
But why don't you keep any of the commandments that it commands us to keep in there?
What do you mean? About the fringes and all that? It's reasons for it, bro.
There's reason that you don't.
Wait, what?
Reasons for it.
Can I read
Why?
you one?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Do it before you go, brother. 'Cause you said we are the Moabites, right?
No, I said we're both. We have that culture as well as this. Or we're both nations. But to try to divide it, you'll find out in this.
Look, this
I
is- this
can't
is-
prove nothing that's already coming.
So this is what David said in Psalms 83:2. He says, "For lo, thine enemies make a tumult." So he's saying the Most High got enemies, man.
Of course.
Thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
Of course.
So he lists, he says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Of course.
And consulted against the hidden ones.
Of course.
So here's the crafty counsel. If you skip down to chapter 6.
83
The
verse
tabernacle of Edom and Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes. So how can he have the Moabites as our enemies?
I'm going to say this.
And then you say some of us are
I'm
Moabites.
going to say this. No, it's not a contradiction.
So if you go against,
What I'm saying is,
you just going against
you,
the Bible.
You have
brother.
no. I'm not going against
Okay.
anything. What you have is people. What you have is people and cultures on this earth, right?
Right.
That have stolen our cultures, our original ancient cultures, and pleasurized them. You know what the word pleasurize means?
Of course, brother.
Okay, so this is why we're living through what we're going through. A lot of people have our history locked up on the key in Vatican, whatever they say. A lot of our history is hidden from us in plain sight. So just because you don't have what I know to be true, or you haven't been exposed, doesn't make it untrue. Because in the Most High said in the last days, He'll make the devil tell the truth.
Did the Bible just say that Moab was the enemy of God? Did it just? Did I just read it?
I said
brother?
we're Moabites and Canaanites and we're Israelites.
Oh, okay.
If we're not none of that, then you explain the Olmec heads down in South America. Then you explain how we were already here when the Albion showed up. You keep calling them the white man, and you're the original white man. Because white had nothing to do with skin color. It had to do with a royal status. They're the original pale people, which was called black, and they're the original colored people. Because we don't have green eyes, red skin, blonde hair. That's what colored means. When you calling me something, it's just like how you gonna call yourself black and an Israelite? When that's two different things, brother.
We don't call ourselves black.
But I hear Israelites say that. And I get you a thousand.
You ain't heard
of
these
videos.
brothers say that.
I ain't heard none of these brothers
But
say
we
that.
don't do that.
But what I'm saying to you, Elder, is that the truth that I stand on, it's been tested and tried and run through the fire. And if it wasn't the truth, the prophecies that are coming out of what I know wouldn't be happening, bro. Now, everybody want to try to downtrot the Moors, but we're not walking around in bondage hiding from anyone.
Dang.
And we don't have to take private little oaths in secret. We're not walking around. Who we hiding from? I'm by myself. It's like 1, 2, about 10 of y'all. Who I'm hiding from? And I'm by myself. Most of us don't even know why we tie our turbans like that. You know that's a Moorish thing?
What's that?
How you tie your turban, how he tie his.
Bible calls it
And
a
this one-
mitri, brother.
Why they call it a mitri, a turban? A lot of things it's called. But do you know why you tie it like that?
Brother, we don't agree.
We ain't got to. We ain't got to.
Right. So I don't have.
But
I
I'll see
ain't
you
got
on that
no-
day.
Yeah. Well,
I'll see you on that judgment day.
Hey, well,
And
most I
we'll
will.
like I agree with you.
right,
We'll
brother.
see who make it in.
Right, most I will. All right, brother.
I see y'all brother.
All right, man.
All right.
Hey,
Go
more
ahead,
bites are your
Chief.
enemy, brother.
Bring out the
More
word.
bites are your enemy, brother.
I don't think so, bro.
They are.
Y'all ready? You
I
can
just
call
read
it
it
that. You can call it that.
They are the modern day
Colossians chapter 2, verse 8.
Look at us today.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Come on.
After the tradition of men.
Go through what?
After tradition of men.
So the traditions of men that sit here and sold us out. This is why we still dealing with slavery to this very day. Because our people sitting there still trying to lie to our brothers and sisters, sitting there long attempt to confuse them. Keep going.
After the rudiments of the world.
Come on.
And after Christ. And not after Christ.
And that's what I'm saying, man. He's sitting there talking about, oh, university. He ain't talking about the Most High. He ain't talking about the laws. He ain't sitting there trying to sit here and teach our people. He ain't trying to correct nobody. He want to sit here and keep us lost. And that's a major issue for our people, man. I take that seriously to heart, to sit here and see and listen to a brother deceive our other brothers. Coming out, pulling out pamphlets to show you while we're pulling out the word. They want to tell you, oh, it's plagiarized. Like that wasn't plagiarized. You got pulling out your bag. The foolishness. Sitting there talking with it, talking about it's a turban. No, that's not a turban.
So Shriners had actually.
It's the Greek cap that our ancestors took.
Right.
That betrayed us.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, man. Give me Daniel 11:35 and give me the hump.
And something funny, he talking about Freemasons. Freemasons wear the same damn hat.
All right. Yeah. Did anybody say that? Nobody
See,
brought that up.
nobody won't let me talk.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk.
Chapter 11, verse 35.
We just need to have order. Order is better than
And some of them of
rebuttal.
understanding shall fall
Come on.
to try them
Uh-huh.
and to purge and to make them white
And to do what?
and to make them white.
That's a black man. That's an Oreo right there. Sitting there standing up for the white man talking about, oh, all our people weren't enslaved. All our people weren't brought here on ships. Come on, man. I get that we have Indian blood here, but at the same time, they cloned 77 million. They're still using human trafficking to this very day. To this very day, we're still dealing with human trafficking. And they're gonna sit here and say not all these people are stolen. We got Moabites out here that weren't even brought here. I mean, they weren't even here before, they were brought here. Keep going.
Even to the time of the end.
Say the what?
Even to the time of the end.
To the end of it. We're not even done yet. We got more of these bastards coming. That's a shame that we got brothers like this trying to mislead our people. Come on.
Because it is yet for a time appointed.
Keep going.
And the king shall do according to his will.
Come on.
And he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god.
Come on.
And shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods.
Now these Moors are the ones that are sitting there influencing the Trump. They're in Trump's ear right now. They're the ones behind scene sitting there spitting all these things, telling, oh, the niggas are waking up right now. We need to sit here and control them. We're sitting there. What we got? We've had in Atlanta. You've been living in Atlanta all your life, right? How many Super Bowl and big games have been played here? Now, why in it 1 year that we wake up, we've had the Super Bowl, we've had the NCAA championship, and now we're about to have the FIFA championship, all played in the same year here. To sit here and distract from people.
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying?
Bring it
To
out.
see what I'm saying? They're bringing out these things just to simply throw us off. Keep going.
And shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished. For that is the time it shall be done.
Yo, this stuff is done. You can see it's done. Demonic everywhere around here. And it's all deception, but that's part of the game, man. I still gotta learn. I'm not gonna even front. I sat here and still have to learn to control my patience with idiots like this, man. I still have to sit here and control my anger with people like that. Even though I know it was, I know even the Most High was getting frustrated hearing this dude. You see what I'm saying? Even the Most High was saying get mad about somebody trying to blaspheme his law.
He doing stuff on purpose.
Give me 111.
They hold chapter 1, verse 11. There is one come out of thee that imaginative evil against the Lord.
Evil against who?
The Lord.
Come on.
A wicked counselor.
And wicked counselors, man.
You said you believe in the
They
Lord.
brought wicked counselors, and that's the problem. They want to sit here and tell us that we're doing the wrong thing. Oh, what are you out here for? It's Sabbath. You out here talking about we're out here trying to help our people. And what you doing? What are you doing? You doing what you want to do. You want to come here and confront and want to sit here and start arguing and start beefs and stuff going on. And that's the problem. Because our people are lost right now. They sleep. They done forgot who you are. What's your nationality, brother? I don't know.
You got earphones.
What's your nationality, brother? I don't know. I'm black. I'm African American. I don't know I'm African or American. You Chinese American? Are you Japanese American? Why do we have all these mixes of titles? Because we done lost our heritage. You probably don't even know where your grandfather comes from, do you? No. No. No, I don't know anymore. Give me 2 Thessalonians. Nah, no, don't go there. You know what I'm saying?
Are you good?
Give me Deuteronomy. What's up?
Drop a book on it.
Got a question?
Oh yeah, Ella Doc.
Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Let's try to get these new ones right here. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Give me Isaiah 44:1. 44:1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy. Chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art a holy people.
Come on.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Come on.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people.
To be a what?
To be a special people.
We're supposed to be a special people. A separate people. Not everybody. That's why they're sitting there telling you, oh, everybody loves everybody. We all the same. Of course your enemy would tell you we all the same. While killing your kids. While kidnapping Mexican kids at the border. Come on.
Above all people.
Above who?
All people.
Above who?
All people.
We're supposed to be above all people. That's why they kind of keep you down. That's why they're trying to keep you lost. Keep going.
That are upon the face of the earth.
Upon the face of the earth, man. But we don't rep it. We come from the bottom of the barrel and end up on top on everything. Sports, management, entrepreneurship, everything, every creative thought we can have, but we started from the bottom and end up on top. But we never get that respect. It's never respected from the white man. We created everything. The lights, the food, the style, the language, everything is created off of this land, off our people. Give me that. Give me Isaiah 44:1.
Bring it out. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant.
Come on.
And Israel, whom I have chosen.
Who?
Who I have chosen.
Israel, who I've chosen. You blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians better listen up and stop following your white oppressors. Come on.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh.
Come on.
That made thee and formed thee from the womb.
Formed thee from the where?
And formed thee from the womb.
They formed you from the womb. So why is the sisters able to have children when the white women can't even have any kids anymore? Because the Most High closed their womb up. Come on.
Fear not, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant.
Come on.
And thou, Jerusalem, who I have chosen.
Go ahead. Oh, that was it? Yeah. Who am I chosen? You got something else? Bring it out. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 15. Only the Lord had delight in thy fathers to love them, and he choose their seed after them, even you above all people.
Above who?
Above all people.
Come on.
As it is this day.
So you gotta sit here and have some self-respect about our people, man. Our people are not trained to sit here and have no self-respect. Everybody's been so used to coming down from the bottom up to the top for so many years. Our brothers and our sisters living at the bottom, still living at the bottom, still selling ourselves whore. Why do they call this place Babylon the whore? Because our people sell themselves out for nothing, to get a little change from the white man. That doesn't mean nothing. They don't even want to put Harriet Tubman on your dollar bill.
That's right.
They don't even want to put it on the 20. That's how much they fear you. Drop down to 12 on that Deuteronomy 10.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Come on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Come on.
To walk in all his ways.
Come on.
And to love him.
Come on.
And to serve the Lord thy God.
Come on.
With all your heart. And with all thy soul.
Come on.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
So to do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's what he's asking us to do. That's why you got a Moorish man not talking about the law. He's talking about everything else but the law.
Bring it out.
And that's the problem. That's how you know those are the brothers, the Arab brothers that was sitting there selling our brothers out. They still selling our brothers out with lies and deceptions. It got spotted out amongst the brothers. You can feel it in their spirit. This dude's lying to you. And that's a shame.
Grab the counsel.
That we gotta still look through if a brother's spirit is really there. But that's what the Most High said this word's for. To discern between spirits. Who's serving the Most High and who's not. Who's doing what they want to do and who's not. Who got something?
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 27. Saying to a stop, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me.
Come on.
And not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us.
Come on.
But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. For according to the number of the cities are thy gods, O Judah.
He says, where's their God at, man? And he's going to sit here and tell you, if you don't want to listen to my laws, if you don't want to follow my laws, you can sit here and call on Jesus. You can call on your gods and allow them to save you. Let your pedo Jesus save you. See how he does.
That's right.
Since you don't want to live, you don't want to listen to the law. You don't want to listen to the laws that I instill in karmatic effects into the life. These are natural laws in set life. You lie, guess what? You got trouble coming for you. You cheat, you got calamity coming for you. No matter what law you break, it's already set in stone that something's going to bite back on you. You cannot defeat these laws. But these people want to sit here and say, the world, this country was built up. This world was built up on laws. This entire country was built up on specific laws. Why? Based on this Bible, but they won't admit it. They will say, no, our laws are not based on the Bible. Yes, they are. You came here preaching the gospel of Jesus when you got here. To the Indians. And so the God gave you this land, allowed you to capture our people, allowed you to take our kids, his children, his firstborn sons, and bring them here. Right? To sit here and deceive them. He said, okay, since they don't want to listen to me, I give you to your enemy. Give me Deuteronomy.
They want to follow you anyway.
Give me Deuteronomy. 15. We'll start at 15.
Bring it out. Bring it out. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Come on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
come on,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Come on.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Drop down to 20.
Come. Deuteronomy 28, verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexings, and rebuke, and in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do.
And that's why the white man's over here getting cursed and vexation all around the world.
That's right.
That's why the white man and white woman, everybody wants your head on the pike.
Con.
Because you sit here and you disrespect. You teach our women to stay on the Moorish ways. You teach our men to sit here and be gay and famished. Then you wonder why the world's falling apart.
Bring it out.
No, see, she listening now.
Con it.
You get what I'm saying? Keep going.
Until thou slack you. Settest thy hand unto for to do until thou be destroyed.
Come on.
And until thou perish quickly.
Come on.
Because of the wickedness of thy doing.
Of the what?
The wickedness of thy doing.
Of the what?
The wickedness of thy doing.
So your wickedness is going to sit here and cast you out. This is the reason why Iran, China, Russia, North Korea all have legit reasons to bomb this place.
That's correct.
Right. Whether it's Venezuela or any other country. Why? Because you got regime change popping all over this place. And now the regime change is happening to America.
That's right.
Because our people here are too big-headed to think that, oh, we're too big to fall. You got something else?
God.
Keep going.
Whereby thou hast forsaken me.
Come on.
The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, and until he have consumed thee from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it.
So he's going to sit here and consume everybody off the land. Now I'm wondering why everybody's committing suicide. Didn't homeboy just burn himself in front of Washington yesterday? Set himself on fire.
Bring it out.
Why is these things happening? I must be going crazy. I'm a black nigga just standing on the corner talking wildness right now. Why are these people doing this? Why are they sniffing fentanyl till their brains blow out? They set up to kill themselves. Then they want to make the world gay. Oh, it's okay to be black and be gay.
Right.
You can be black and be gay.
Right. Bring it out.
But you can't have no kids. You ain't gonna have no future generation.
Hit, sister.
So what's that gonna make us? It's gonna turn the minority into majority.
That's right.
That's right. Bring it out! So what's gonna happen? All that oppression, while our little kids are getting shot in the street, what do you think's gonna happen next? What does the future look like for white America?
Slave.
Yeah, they're gonna be running tail tied back to Europe, back to their Caucasian caves.
That's right.
That's what it's gonna happen. Oh, they're trying to be friendly now. Now they want to be friendly. Now they want to be buddy with us.
Right.
Now you want to care. Now, oh, they're God's chosen people. You got something? They're God's chosen people. They're friendly. They never try to do anything to us.
Right.
Our people still trying to be friendly with the white people.
Let it get out.
And they still casting them out. Yep. They still killing them. Come on.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 10.
Bring it out.
He that leadeth into captivity shall
Just
go into captivity.
Come on.
He that killeth with the sword
Come on.
must be killed with the
Come
sword.
on.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
That's the patience and the faith of the saints.
Going
man.
into slavery, white boy.
That's the patience and the faith of the saints. They don't like hearing that. They don't want to know that they're going into slavery because they've never been enslaved. They don't want to sit here and say, oh, I care about these things. No, you don't. You don't care about none of that. Do me good. Give me Jeremiah 15:2. And you got something coming too, right? Bring it out.
Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
Come on.
Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death.
God.
And such as are for the sword to the sword.
Come on.
And such as are for the famine to the famine.
Come on.
And such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
So it don't matter who you are. He's got a place for you. No matter if you're going to die, you're going to captivity, you're going to famine, you're going to die by pestilence. Guess what? It doesn't matter. He's got you pinned. Come on, bring out yours.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to them that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity.
Romans 3:31. Bring that out again.
Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
On what?
With blood.
Come on.
And establish a city by iniquity.
So establish a city on iniquity. Establish a city or a sister selling themselves out. walking around here with no respect for themselves, sitting there trying to be like the white women.
Bring it out.
Why is that? Our sisters supposed to have some more self-esteem. Woman, you're the earth. You're the womb of the earth. Sisters, you're the creators of the earth. You've created the man. White, black, Hispanics, every nationality has come from our sister's womb. But they want to be white. They want to blind their hair. You get what I'm saying? You got something? Bring it out.
Romans chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God.
It'll be what?
The powers that be are ordained of God.
The Most High's power is ordained, man. They can't do nothing about this word. They can't stop this word. They can't stop the law, and they can't stop the prophet. You get what I'm saying? What time is it?
It's 11. It's about 11. Salaki. If y'all got white T-shirts with that need fringes, bring them to camp tomorrow. Give them to Wayland, and I get them from him.
I had to buy one.
Yeah, I'm about to show me shop at third. Hey, good camp out here.
I'm gonna hear work. See, y'all about to show me shop at
That was good. That was good about the Berbers. People don't know that they're an empire of multiple nationalities. That's why Mauritania, you see Arabs there.
And this is what a Moorish is. If me, you, and him come together and say, we're going to call ourselves the real niggas, that's what the Moorish is. The 5 nations that came together.
Yeah,
Because when you deal with Islam, Islam was conquering people and how they conquered. Oh yeah, Ishmael. I walked in a bodega with this on. Ishmael was like, but during that time, you had caliphates conquering other people, and they'll set people to fight with them, and they became a coalition. That's what a caliphate is.
That's all it is. If she does all 3, then fine. If she just does 1, I don't care. I just grab the pack and just take it. If she does 1, it's fine. If not,
all right, so
brothers that need them.
if she's gonna put, go ahead. If she does all 3, then take it. Yeah.
you need one too?
Oh no, I got a white T-shirt. I'm bringing them on.
Okay.
There's a
it's
size
3
you
of
can
them
fit
right
this,
here.
right?
As long as you can wear it, as long as you can fit it.
Might be extra large. Man, I just went to the store and grabbed some. Who else needs white tees? You need a white tee still, ain't you? Yeah. Just
I got one.
I get one.
tell her if she can do all 3 and she has no problem doing all 3, tell her to do all 3. But if not, 2. Definitely, because he needs one.
All right, IQ.
11 o'clock to close it up. We close up 11.
Y'all about to show me shop at third. Shalom.
Shalom. Well, actually, we're about to, we about to close up. So,
Salaki. Yahweh Bashim shall close out and pass this over here to brother Eladar. You know what I'm saying? From brother Daniel. With that being said, Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah, it was actually about to leave.
Y'all closing out or you bringing it out?
Nah, if y'all want to close it out, we can close it out.
You can start. You can start off tomorrow.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock now. Yeah, if you're gonna bring it out, then bring it out.
I mean, I would. Yeah, we'll let him go. We'll let him go. Yeah, that's all good.
Put your work in.
Go ahead and finish off. Take off that last couple minutes.
Yeah, close us out then, brother.
I have no idea. Yeah, it's 10:57. You got 3 minutes,
You
man.
got a few minutes. Go ahead and just do it. Just finish off what you want to do.
3 minutes. Start Revelation 18 and 8. Revelation 16 and 7. 6 and 17. 6 and 17.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Therefore what? Her plagues come in one day. Right. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. The plagues of the Most High. The plagues on America being burned down and destroyed. Death and mourning and famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire.
With what?
With fire.
With what?
With fire.
America will be utterly burned with fire. Thus says the Lord, it will happen.
God. For strong is the Lord God who judges her.
America will be judged.
God. Verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her.
Right, the kings of the earth, this wicked kingdom, the rulers over this kingdom and over our people that's destroying our people. They will be destroyed along with America.
Shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Right, the smoke of America burning. It will be visually seen. Smoke, a cloud of smoke all the way up to the firmament.
You got a precept I want to bring out for me, and I still got yours. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
That's nuclear destruction. While our people are out riding around and they fly cars thinking nothing's gonna happen to them, while our people out in sin, going to clubs, our women out here with no clothes on, no respect for themselves, the Most High said that they will be destroyed along with the creators of this system.
The book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Right. Christ, who the world calls Jesus, he's coming back with a sword, with utter destruction. And who will be able to stand? Definitely not 2/3. Hey, brother, what's your nationality? What's your nationality?
How you say that?
I'm asking, what's your nationality?
Same nationality as yours.
What is it?
What is yours?
I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
What are you? Hey, you gonna listen to them? You an Israelite too, though.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. Salaki. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off.
2/3 will be destroyed in the day of the Lord. People walking by don't want to know their nationality, don't want to be special and holy, want to be on the same level as these other nations.
Right.
What's your nationality, brother?
I'm Muslim.
Muslim, right?
That's not a nationality.
It's a religion, bro.
Our people are destroyed.
Right.
2/3 will be destroyed, thus says the Lord.
Salaki, precept. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 17. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one, and at the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as beacon on the top of the mountain and an ensign of the hill. We're gonna be left on top. From all the rebuke our brothers and sisters are giving out to now. They don't want to hear the law, and it's gonna leave your brothers and sisters to know who's on top, and Israel's gonna jump on top. My bad.
That's right. Israel, we're gonna be on top, period. Because we doing the works, we doing the laws, we keeping the commandments, right?
Two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
And die. They spiritually dead now.
You get Ephesians 5:14.
2/3, they spiritually dead now. They walk around their lust and their pleasure and their flesh thinking nothing will happen to them. Thinking the day of the Lord, he returning to save everyone. If you in sin, if you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you will be destroyed.
Right.
Thus says the Lord.
Right.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore he saith, awake, thou that sleepest.
Right, the Most High God said, wake your ass up. Oh, wait.
Keep reading.
And arise from the dead.
Arise from the dead. You may be alive physically, but if you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you're spiritually dead.
That's right.
And Messiah shall give thee a light.
And the Most High will give you that light that's going to guide you, that light that's going to lead you into the kingdom of heaven. Stop sleeping. Wake up.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister. Verse 2. Keep my commandments and live.
Do what?
Keep my commandments and live.
Keep the commandments and live. Israel, so-called blessed Hispanics and Native Americans. If your father is a so-called black man, Hispanic or Native American, God said keep his commandments and live. Wake up out of sleep.
In my law, as the apple of thine eye.
Keep the law, statutes, and commandments as the apple of your eye. If you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, I guarantee you won't be walking around gay, fagged out, homosexual.
That's what they turning our men into, bro.
Read that again, kid.
That's what they turning our men into.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 2.
Hold on. If you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, I guarantee you won't put blonde hair in your head.
Read that, kid.
Keep my commandments.
What?
Keep my commandments.
That's right. Keep reading.
And live.
And live.
In my laws, as the apple of thine eye.
Keep the commandments and live. It's against God to have blonde hair. It's against God to have blonde hair.
That's right.
All right. 2/3. 2/3 will be destroyed.
Can't make up in there.
You got some?
About to whore yourself.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, a gross darkness. The people, but Yahweh, shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
God. Everyone's gonna know the Most High's glory. In the day of the Lord, everyone's gonna know. Every nation is gonna bow down.
Y'all have anything else?
66:15. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
With what?
With fire.
With fire. With nuclear destruction. And with a sword. If you don't know that by now, I mean, you obviously sleep. But we warning. We out here warning y'all. We warning our people. Wake up out of sleep. If not, the Most High is gonna send his son Christ with a sword to destroy you with fire.
Go ahead, kid.
And with his chariots, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury.
To do what?
To render his anger with fury.
So the day of the Lord is not all hugs and kisses and, oh, hey, how you doing?
God.
Most High, he sending his son with fury, with fire, with anger, and with a sword.
Right. Read that again.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. Behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke.
Hold on a second. Hey, excuse me, y'all got a moment? What color is Christ? What color is Christ? White? White? Black? How do you know that? How do you know?
I'm going into change, white boy.
How do you know that, bro? You know it's in the Bible? You know it's in the Bible?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a white dude.
Yeah, that was white dude. I told him he was going to change.
He's not lost. Dude, he doing your brother. Yeah.
They said he know Christ, but he don't read the Bible. This Psalms chapter 53, verse 1. The foolish have said in his heart.
Y'all believe in God? No answer? No.
Go ahead.
The fool have said in his heart.
Right.
There is no God.
There's no what?
There is no God.
The fool has said in his heart that God doesn't exist. People ignorantly say they don't believe in the Bible because the lies that they are told in these churches and these false religions and doctrines that they've been fed.
Read that again.
Psalms chapter 53 and 1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquities.
These same people that don't believe in God are the same ones committing abominable acts. The same ones that's in wickedness. The same ones that's going to be destroyed in the day of the Lord if they don't repent.
That's all I got.
Exactly. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Straight out.
Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Right. Fear God and keep the commandments. That's all the Most High asking for.
Right.
Just fear him and keep the commandments.
Right.
He didn't ask for you to break your back in America. He didn't ask you to do that. And work and kill yourself over this system. He wants you to fear him and keep the commandments. That's it. So with that being said, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, Rakatah, Abba Yahweh, and Kahala, Shalom, Kwanya Shirala.